Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining me. And for you new folks, thanks for checking out my channel. I really do appreciate that as well. So it's a couple days after Halloween. It's November. The leaves are falling. It's crisp outside. It's just absolutely gorgeous. My favorite time of year. Not only that, but I got one of my grail watches. Well, let's see how I like it in the end. I've never reviewed a Breitling. I've always thought they're really nice. They didn't really kind of hit me as Rolex level or even Omega level, but they're still very nice watches. Anyway, I wanted to review one of these Superoceans because I just think they're super tough looking. I'm not into the Superocean Heritage. I'm into these particular models. Anyway, we'll talk all about that here in just a second. Again, this is my first Breitling review, so bear with me. It's got some weird packaging. I don't understand some of this packaging. Anyway, the model number is really long. I'm not going to say it. I'll put it obviously in the description field. But first, I want to thank Saltzman's Watches for this beautiful review unit. They're a great bunch of guys to work with. They have 2 locations in Rhode Island, and they're just absolutely fantastic to work with. Really nice guys. And they're also offering a fantastic coupon code. Any of y'all that watch my other Saltzman's reviews, you know what that coupon code is. You can save an absolute ton of money. Anyway, let's check out this first Breitling on my channel. I'm really excited. Let's get into it. All right, before we do this, let's check out my Amazon shopping channel for any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission whenever you buy anything from my Amazon store. So I definitely do appreciate that. Check it out whenever you get a chance, man. There are a ton of watches. I'd say probably about 95% of all watches I've reviewed on my channel or on my Amazon store. So here is the confusing packaging. So you've got this big Breitling box, okay? Now you open up the box, and I don't understand this. You open up the box and it's got the tag. Here's the Breitling tag. Here we go. There's the tag. It just reminds me of Boston Red Sox for some reason. Anyway, there's the tag. Here is like a little quick start guide that folds out. It's kind of cool. And this is also the warranty as well. Well, actually, it's a warranty card holder. The warranty card is right here. And it feels almost like it's made out of metal, but it's not. But there's your card. That slides into here. Here's a little card from Saltzman's themselves. Right there. There you go. This is the gentleman that helped me out. Make sure you contact him. Again, these guys are really nice and super easy to deal with. Very helpful. So check them out. All right. Let's get this. And then when you take all this stuff out of here, it's got 2 pieces of foam right there, and it's got 3 places for different watches. And I guess these are maybe warranty cards that you can put in here or something. I'm not quite sure if this comes with the packaging or this is like a little add-on that Saltzman's throws in. I'm not quite sure. It's a little confusing. But then after all of that, let me put all this stuff up. You get this watch box right here, and this stuff I think is made out of like recycled plastic bottles or something like that. Anyway, these 2 sides, I guess they unclip, unbutton, whatever. Does it do it on the other side? Let me see. It does. So I'm just really confused about this thing. I mean, I know it opens up. All right, so I've got those unbuckled. Then you unbuckle, not really unbuckle, but unclip or whatever. Unbutton, there we go, unbutton. And then this opens up like this. And then these can fall down. And then this is like your watch pillow, but it also doubles as a like a little traveling case. And there you go, there's your first look at the watch, by the way. There you go. And then this unrolls. And it's got, I guess, a little slot here to put the watch in right there. You've got, it's just odd, man. I don't know what to say. And then you pull this out. don't know what that's really, I guess that's for your cards. Guys, any of y'all that are out there that have a Breitling, please let me know what all this stuff does or what it's supposed to do. So I guess you put your watch in there. That's your little travel pouch. That goes in there, or maybe it goes outside. I don't know. And it says it right here, made from recycled PET bottles. Maybe it's just this thing, this collapsible Pandora's box of a watch box. Maybe that's just made from the recycled PET bottles. I don't know if that, obviously that's this right here is made out of paper. Anyway, so it's got Breitling on it. It's got a couple straps. And then I guess up here is another place you can put maybe some warranty cards or something. I'm just a little confused, guys. I don't know how this thing actually works or why it unfolds like this. I mean, I guess it's cool. There's got to be a reason for it. Again, anybody out there that has a Breitling, please tell me what all this stuff for. Does it normally come with just this? Does it come with this and this big box where you could put 3 more watches in? I don't understand. I don't understand. All right, let's go ahead and buckle this thing back up or snap it back up here. Then it folds. And then right there and right here. And then again, this just folds up. I guess serves as your watch pillow until you maybe want to take it somewhere on a trip, vacation, whatever. All right, there we go. Man, that was a kind of a pain in the butt. Anyway, as you can see, this right here has a little cutout that perfectly fits this when it's rolled up. Strange packaging, man. I mean, it's nice. It feels like it's good quality. You know, it's got Breitling branding all over it, and this feels like a really tough, like nylon or something. It's really hard. You get your Breitling logo there. But again, I'm just not quite sure about all this packaging. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at the watch. As usual, I'll give you all your 7 specs you need to know, and then we'll talk more about this thing. All right, so looking at a 42 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 12.5 millimeters thick, right there. It's 47.75 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 22 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It is water resistant to 300 meters, which is 1,000 feet. It has a Breitling 17 movement with about a 38-hour power reserve. That movement is based on either a ETA 2824-2 or a Sellita SW200-1. Of course, you get a sapphire crystal with AR coating, and then all the other specs, just check down there in the description field. You know, like obviously it's made in Switzerland. It weighs 176 grams. It's got a ceramic bezel, yada, yada, yada. Uses Super-LumiNova. All that stuff, check down there in the description field. So again, I've always wanted to review one of these watches. I always thought one of these watches would be one of my grail watches. Now, with that being said, this is obviously not a Rolex, and you can feel the difference in fit and finishing and some other aspects. But guys, again, this is not a Rolex, but man, it is a very, very, very nice watch. And one I'm probably going to add to my collection. I don't know if I'll add this blue colorway or maybe the black. And another thing to remember, this comes in like 4 different sizes. I mean, it comes in a 36 millimeter for the ladies, 42 millimeter, which is this one, 44, and then the 46. I mean, you have like rainbow colored dials, you have camo dials, you have titanium cases, you have blue, black, yellow. I think there's a green out there. I mean, every flavor and size is out there if you want to get one of these. And I'm just shocked that it comes in so many different case sizes. That's a lot of case sizes. Anyway, I'll put the link in the description down there in the description field. If you want to check out all the different sizes, that will be at the Breitling website. And then, of course, I'll obviously give you a description to head on over to Saltzman's and pick this particular 42 millimeter model up if you want to get one of these. This big square at the end of the minute hand used to kind of turn me off. And I really don't know why, but now it's definitely grown on me. It just gives the watch something a little bit different to stand out from the pack. I love, again, the dark blue dial. You got the Breitling logo up there applied right underneath the 12 o'clock index. It's super highly polished. These hands are incredibly highly polished. The dial, it doesn't have any texture to it. It's almost like it's lacquered, like it's painted on. You do have a ceramic bezel, 120 click bezel, which surprisingly, guys, Has a tiny bit of back play, which I did not expect on a roughly $6,000 watch. So that's definitely a ding against it. I mean, is it a lot of back play? No. But you can see right there, that right there is the back play. So maybe it is a lot. I don't know. You tell me. So then we go right here. I mean, everything lines up perfectly. I would expect it at this price range. The bezel is very easy to turn. You get that nice, it's kind of like an off-white chapter ring right there. I just think it's a really good looking dial. The more it just kind of grew on me. It's the best way I can explain it. It just kind of grew on me. Let's go ahead and check the crown. Buttery smooth. Wow, incredibly smooth crown. Obviously, this doesn't have a date. So you just pull out to the first position, and that's your time change. So what time is it? I record these on Saturday, so what is it? 3 something? Say 3:50. I record these on Saturdays and upload them on Sundays. There you go. Buttery smooth winding. The crown itself, of course, is signed with the Breitling logo. And you can just feel the quality in this watch. Again, not Rolex level, but man, it's a nice watch, guys. It's a very, very nice watch. This isn't going to appreciate like a Rolex does, but man, it's a very nice watch. Very nice. So let's look at the rest of it. Of course, now, one thing I want to show y'all, this is a little bit of Breitling trivia. Look at the links. I've never seen this on any other watch, and it confuses me how they even put it together. Look at the angle on the links. They're angled this way. They're going down over to the left. I just think that's incredibly cool how they did that. It's kind of like an optical illusion in a way. But yeah, it does it obviously on both sides. They have, I don't know how many degree angle that is, a couple degrees maybe, I'm guessing. But they angle to the left. Pretty cool. All right, so there is the bracelet. You have screws, which I definitely prefer over pin and collar, which is really nice. Milled scissor clasp, again, I would expect that. Here is your buckle here with the Breitling logo. Now, I will say this. This is probably the most comfortable bracelet I have ever put on in my entire life for 2 reasons. One, the articulation of the links. Look at that. You can fold it over on itself. Incredibly comfortable. And this ratcheting system. So you can do like millimeter increment adjustments by pressing that down and pulling it out or pushing it forward. You can size this watch perfectly to your wrist. And I mean perfectly. So I'm going to put it on real quick and close it up. And that literally has just the minimum amount of little bit of, I like a tiny bit of shake on my watch. You're supposed to do it where you can put a pinky underneath, which is almost there. I like it just a tad tighter. But with this bracelet, you can get like 0.5 millimeter to millimeter accuracy on sizing your watch for your wrist. I mean, it's just insanely comfortable. Absolutely insanely comfortable. Yeah, it's 176 grams. It's a tiny bit heavier than I like, but it being so comfortable, it almost makes it feel like it's not even on your wrist, if that makes any sense. Oh man, just super comfortable watch. All right, there you go. And I'll show you that clasp system here. And again, you just push it down right there. You just push this lever, this little lever down, and you can see all the tracks right there. I've never worn a more comfortable bracelet, literally, guys, in my entire life than this one. I don't know what that's called. I don't know if they've actually named it or not. I looked and looked and looked and couldn't find any sort of name for it, but there's that system. So anyway, there you go. Tons of articulation with the links. They use the screws instead of pin and collar. Nice, again, milled scissor clasp, which I would expect at a watch in this price range. Here's your case back. You know, kind of sterile, especially in the middle, like Rolexes. They have some stuff on the outside, which even Rolex doesn't, but kind of sterile in the middle. You know, it gives you all the information about the watch, you know, the movement, the water resistance, yada, yada, yada. So there you go. So guys, I want to know your thoughts on this thing. I want to know what you think. I mean, would you spend $6,000 on a Breitling as opposed to spending another, you know, $4,000 on a Rolex? And for that $4,000, what are you getting? I mean, obviously it's a Rolex movement. This is using either an ETA, again, or a Sellita movement. I mean, both of those movements have been around for so long. They're so tried and true. They're so tested. They're so popular. I mean, they're just, you know, just rock solid, durable, dependable. So the fact that they're using, you know, an ETA movement inside of here instead of a Breitling made movement, it doesn't make, honestly, that much difference to me. Because again, those movements are just, you know, awesome. But, you know, for another $4,000, what are you getting in fit and finish over a Rolex, say, Submariner or something like that? Is it worth it? You know, it makes you think about these type of things when you're plopping down that type of money. So you could plop down $6,000 for this, or plop down $150 for a G-Shock. The G-Shock's gonna be more accurate, it's gonna be more durable, it's like 1,000% cheaper. It's just crazy. You know, do you wanna wear $6,000 on your wrist, or do you wanna wear, you know, wear $150 and something that keeps time like 6 times better than this? You know, any quartz watch, the cheapest quartz watch in the world will keep better time than this. It just depends on where your priorities are. But again, this is a fantastic watch. Now, they even say on their website, this is like a more, not entry level, but a more affordable way to get into Swiss watches. It's definitely not entry level, not at $6,000. Entry level Swiss watches, I don't even say like Tissot's not even entry level, but Tissot is kind of where you start with Swiss watches. Tissot or Alpina, those are kind of where you want to start with Swiss watches. I mean, Luminox actually makes some great watches too. But man, I love this thing. Absolutely love it. Now, one thing I want to tell you, actually, you know what, before we do that, you saw me wear it on my wrist. Let's go ahead and give it a Lume shot here. Then I'll tell you about this coupon code. All right, let's go ahead and zap it. There you go. There's a Lume. I think the battery's dying on my UV light, by the way. It would probably be shining a lot brighter if my battery wasn't dying. But it's still, you know, the Lume's still doing well. I mean, it's Super-LumiNova. It's great Lume. Anyway, so there you go. All right, so if you want to get one of these, head on over to Saltzman's. Again, they have tons of different sizes, flavors, whatever you want to get over there. Now, with the coupon code is MAV20, and that gives you 20% off your entire order. Now, with these fine Swiss watches, like these Breitlings, you're going to have to call them. I don't know what they're going to do so far as the coupon goes, but if you use that MAV20 coupon code on any of their other watches, let me see what other watches they carry. You're going to definitely have to call about Breitling tag. What else? But if you use that on like a Citizen or a Coach or a Luminox or a Tissot or a G-Shock, that MAV20 coupon code is going to work. But for these more expensive watches, you're definitely going to have to call them. And I'm sure they're probably going to give you some sort of deal. I don't know if it's going to be 20% or not. But just remember that coupon code for any of their other watches. You probably might even have to call about Oris or Hamilton too. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, check that out. Again, if you want to use that coupon code, make sure you use that coupon code MAV20. And again, it is $5,900. And again, there are a ton of different, you know, flavors and colors and sizes of this watch if you want to get one. I like it. Do I don't, you know, I'll probably get the black one. I just don't know. But that black ceramic bezel and that, it looks like almost like a ceramic dial. Don't quote me on that. It looks like a ceramic dial too, but it's not. I don't think it is. It might be. Who knows? Anyway, guys, it's been about it for this one. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate when you do that. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you again, Saltzman's Watches, for loaning me this review unit, and I will see you on the next review. Take care. Bye.